McDonald's in legal trouble.
So I expect this outbreak to at least double.
With an E. coli outbreak lawsuit. Treasure in a debris site.
It truly is incredible.
How a public worker found something of value in the aftermath of Hurricane Helene here in Florida. And big moves in the Menendez case.
That the life without the possibility of parole be removed.
What the district attorney said that could soon set the brothers free. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Good morning, South Florida. I'm Julian Davis.
And I'm Alonso. Today is Friday, October 25th, 2024.
Live from the Lee Caplin School of Journalism and Media in North Miami, this is Caplin News.
A DA decision concerning the murder conviction against the Menendez brothers. After more than 3 decades behind bars, Lyle and Eric Menendez could be released from prison soon.
Yesterday, Los Angeles District Attorney George Gascon recommended that a judge re-sentence the brothers' case from 1996. This comes after new evidence points to their abuse from their father, Jose Menendez. Gascon said he supports the resentencing of the brothers to life with the possibility without parole. The brothers have gathered widespread attention from the new Netflix documentary and show Monsters.
We're going to recommend to the court that the life without the possibility of parole be removed. It will be eligible for parole immediately.
A hearing on the matter could be held in 30 to 45 days when a judge will ultimately decide on the resentencing of Lyle and Eric. Among piles of debris from the recent Florida hurricanes, the discovery of a pricey piece of jewelry.
Caplin News reporter David Lascano is live from our BBC campus with more on a treasure found among the trash.
Good morning, guys. I bet that when you think about finding the X that marks a spot, you'd imagine a place like this, but the actual treasure was found in the most unlikely of places, hidden in between the piles of rubble and debris from the last 2 hurricanes.
It truly is incredible.
Joe Kovac, an engineering inspector with Pinellas County Public Works, oversees a hurricane debris collection at a North County site near Tampa, where one of his contractors happened to find the needle in the haystack. Only this time it wasn't a needle, but a black box among the huge piles of debris containing a ring and a note inside.
Somehow, some way, he looked down, it was right at his feet, and he picked it up, and saw the little note in there with the ring.
The note inside the box read, "I was 18 when my parents gave it to me." Now, we will not be showing any footage of the ring. Joe is determined to keep this discovery out of sight until its rightful owner can describe it before reclaiming his lost property.
I feel like something like this wasn't meant to be thrown in a pile like that.
He stated that the piles of debris that were left after the passage of Milton and Helene are coming from unincorporated residents living in the northern area of the county. So Kovac has a general idea of where the owner may reside, or at least a very good link to track him down.
It could have been from Ozona, Palm Harbor, in those areas. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
No way to tell, to be honest with you.
Joe is the kind of guy that believes that good things can always be found in between the mountains of rubble and destruction, especially from the ones he works around.
Just trying to do something positive out of obviously something that's affected all of our communities.
Now, he's on a mission to return the ring, and he's asking people to spread the word or message the Pinellas County Facebook if you know the owner. Reporting live for Caplin News, I'm David Lascano.
Though less than a week until November, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and Caplin News reporter Valentina Gaspardi attended the Susan G. Komen event last Saturday and spoke to one woman who is battling breast cancer with a creative touch.
Making strides and decking out in pink. Thousands of people marched at Amelia Earhart Park on Saturday for the annual Susan G. Komen More Than Pink Walk, honoring those who fought breast cancer and those who are still fighting. Meet Ali Embry, battling the disease at 29 years old. She found out this year, just 2 months ago.
So I knew that I was high risk because of a genetic mutation I have called BRCA1 positive, but I was officially diagnosed on August 1st of this year, 2024.
According to the National Breast Cancer Foundation, about 1 in 400 people, or 0.25% of the population, carried mutated BRCA, shortened for breast cancer gene. So when Embry discovered she has breast cancer, she felt afraid.
I was scared. My world was completely flipped upside down.
That is why she is marching to raise awareness.
This is the starting line where many were joined together and eagerly waited for that countdown to begin. And from that point, the walk begins. Participants like Ali must walk majority of the city park to get here. This is the final stretch, those last few steps towards the finish line.
One way Embry raises awareness, the power of social media. With over 5,200 followers on Instagram,
day by day,
and 12,500 on TikTok,
I'm gonna put the brain on.
Embry shares pieces of her life fighting the disease, telling her followers they're not alone.
So I share a lot about my journey, the ups and the downs. Most days are good, honestly, but I have some bad days too. I share all of that, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Ali says she couldn't be here today if it wasn't for her sister and mom's guidance having breast cancer, along with their unconditional support.
The fact that my family drove down for this, my friends showed up for this, it really means a lot to me. And I just want to continue to spread awareness and stand up about, especially young women having breast cancer.
She says she's thankful for events like these that raise awareness.
Cancer is not a death sentence. It is curable, but early detection is key.
Embry also shares that getting mammograms done and doing monthly self-checks is vital for early detection. And for those facing the journey ahead,
just keep freaking going, like one foot in front of the other. Focus on one day at a time. You have to just keep going one day at a time.
For Caplin News, I'm Valentina Gaspari.
And if you plan to dine out this weekend, restaurants say you don't have to worry about E. coli. That's despite an outbreak lately tied to certain McDonald's Quarter Pounders. As CNN Amy Kiley reports, fast food places are exercising caution and letting their customers know about new safety measures.
An E. coli outbreak tied to some McDonald's Quarter Pounders has other chains implementing new safeguards. Those businesses have not been linked to recently reported cases, but they say they're acting out of an abundance of caution. Burger King says it's focused on onions. The FDA says slivered ones on some Quarter Pounders might have been contaminated, although it's still investigating. Burger King says 5% of its restaurants use one of the same onion suppliers as McDonald's and have disposed of the vegetables. That's even though Burger King gets its onions whole.
Onions are pretty safe anyway because of the skin that's on the onions.
The parent company of Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, and KFC says it's removing fresh onions from menus at some locations just to be safe. As for McDonald's, it says any contaminated products are likely out of the supply chain by now. The Quarter Pounder is off its menu at certain locations.
You can confidently go to McDonald's today.
The outbreak is linked to at least 1 death and 10 hospitalizations. An attorney for plaintiffs suing McDonald's over it says other people might have gotten sick and not reported it.
We're still going to see illnesses showing up that haven't fully gone through the testing process. So I expect this outbreak to at least double.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Florida has filed a lawsuit asking a judge to stop the federal government from blocking state investigations into the second assassination attempt on Donald Trump. Suspect Ryan Ruth was arrested at Trump's golf club in West Palm Beach last month and is being charged with attempted assassination of a presidential candidate. Florida Attorney General Ashley Mood stated that federal officials told the state investigators they must suspend their criminal investigations due to a statute in the law being used to prosecute Ruth.
A 73-year-old man just casted his ballot here in Florida for the very first time. Rufus Rochelle lives in Gainesville, and he says he was wrongfully convicted in 1988 for possession and conspiracy to distribute cocaine. He completed his sentence in 2020, but not before spending 34 years in federal prison. As a convicted felon who has paid his debt to society, Florida law now allows Rufus to vote.
I'll keep raising my voice and keep doing what I'm doing, even after the election.
On Tuesday, he voted for the very first time in his life. In his words, voting is more than just a right, it's a powerful tool for change. 4 SpaceX Crew 8 members are finally back home after a nearly 8-month mission to space. Since March, pilot Mike Barat, Commander Matt Dominic, and mission specialists Jeanette Epps and Alexander Gebetkin have been orbiting the Earth inside the Dragon Endeavour spacecraft. The capsule departed the orbital outpost on Wednesday and landed off the coast of Florida early this morning.
The goalie for the Panthers goes for career win number 400.
That's still ahead, and so is this story.
God, we did have this life-saving device, and it worked the first time around.
A child near Fort Myers who was choking on a piece of candy is saved by a group of strangers and a fascinating piece of technology. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzz and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So, yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
There are a lot of ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Bill is a family man. He invests his money wisely and provides a good life for his children. Just one problem. He often opens emails from senders he doesn't know, and his computer is not password protected. One day, Bill checked his bank account and 94% of malware attacks originate from emails. Don't be like Bill. Take your cybersecurity seriously.
A parent in panic mode after his daughter begins choking in the backseat of his car in Southwest Florida. One Florida family wants to thank the drivers who helped save their toddler daughter.
And this weekend near Fort Myers, the Preby family faced a scary moment when 3-year-old Maya started choking on candy in the back seat. Her father tried everything to clear her airway, then used a LifeVac device one of the strangers had in the car.
I couldn't believe it because in today's world, people don't help. Thank God we did have this life-saving device, and it worked the first time around. One plunge, it came right out, and it was literally the best cry I've ever heard.
Now the Prebys want other parents to know how a LifeVac could make all the difference.
The Florida Panthers are back in the win column after beating the New York Rangers. Goalie Sergei Bobrovsky made 24 saves to secure his 400th career win. Anton Lundell, Carter Verhaeghe, and Sam Bennett all got themselves a goal to secure the victory for the Cats. The final score was Panthers 3, New York 1. The Panthers will stay put in New York as they face the New York Islanders tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. You're watching Newsbreak, and we're coming right back.
Takes his first playoff win.
Radcliffe Art and Design Incubator is the velocity accompanying the fellow's rudder, as in a boat. Unless there is movement or action, the planned direction is of little consequence. We encourage the creative ideas into action, and from the experience of doing, we critically assess the feedback, adjust, and set out to rediscover the potentialities of an entrepreneurial mindset.
STEM is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
That's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Emma Alonso.
And I'm Julian Davis. It's Future Friday here at Caplin News. Today's live studio audience is from Matter Academy, Cutler Bay. Thank you guys for joining us. Get more news anytime at caplinnews.fiu.edu.